So continue where we left off. Continue, Dante, in terms of part 2 of this discussion.
Yeah. How do I finish up? I pretty much finished a sentence, to be fair.
Fair enough. In terms of Tifa and her reaction. The thing is, there's a couple of beats that they've on purpose kept very vague. One that Tifa told Cloud not to tell Aerith that he remembered. And then there was a discussion between her and Tifa, but they didn't say anything more.
I want to know what was said.
I want to see more.
And
it's like intentional there.
Yeah.
I've also got a feeling in the third game they might elaborate a bit more on what happened when they fell from the ancient temple, because I spotted something where I thought they were gonna then do something, and also it's weird how it's like, how did they survive that fall? What happened? Where's the black materia? How did it end up in his pocket? All that kind of stuff. It's like they're purposely using the camera or just cutting out bits of these cutscenes to leave mystery, and it's like, oh, there's more to this. There's more.
They're dropping hints, but nothing like blatantly obvious.
And it's just kind of weird that then, for whatever reason, Cloud seems to be I don't know if it's because Aerith started dragging him through timelines or what, but he seems to be able to spot, like, see the crack in the sky that no one else can see. It's like, and see Aerith when everyone else thinks she's dead.
Can. Yeah.
It's like, oh no, I saved her. It's like, no, you didn't, kind of thing. So it's really weird how that dynamic's going to play out in the next game. I think I'm not sure.
Well, there's a key point that happens, isn't there, soon, that I'm expecting to see when they get to the next location, because obviously there's a lot of crazy bullshit that happens at that point. If that's the beginning of part 3, fucking hell, Jesus Christ, that's going to be like, Kate's going to go, what is this shit? Why couldn't that have been the fucking ending? I know, right? I don't know why they just picked that particular moment, but clearly
the most controversial part of the OG is
the next bit is going to be the most controversial bit.
But one of the biggest things is obviously when Aerith died, right? And that is one of the biggest, like, will they, won't they kind of moments in the remake, is like, and Rebirth is, are they going to kill Aerith or not? And that's the only answer they were going to give, I think, before going on to anything else. I think they didn't make it obvious.
I think on purpose they've tried to make it so. So my view on it is, on purpose they've tried to both. They did both. Yeah. They've done basically both. She survives in one sense and she doesn't in another. Because
she's a freaking cop out, in my opinion.
Well, here's the thing: if she had survived,
I don't know if I'm happy with the ending or not. I'm so mixed about it. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I don't think I've had enough time to reflect on it.
It's gonna be months down the line where you shouldn't have a decision.
I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night going, God damn it! Like,
we're gonna be at Dante's birthday in November, and you'll be like, God son of a bitch, that was a shit ending. I'm like, what?
Crap. Yeah, so I don't know how I feel. I feel so mixed about it. So
hurts less than Mass Effect 3 though, doesn't it?
Oh God, so much less. Nothing can be as bad as that. Nothing.
No, I
lost the will. I lost the will with that original ending. I don't feel that way because I feel sad and hopeful at the same time, and that is a really weird feeling to have, because I feel sad because I think the characters are sad, and clearly Aerith looks like she's died, so I feel sad and heartbroken about that fact because I really loved Aerith, but also hopeful because you've got the multiverse and she could be alive in one of those, or they could retcon it.
There's another thing that actually none of you mentioned, and Dante, there's an iconic scene that happened in the original when she died.
Yes,
that hasn't happened.
Was blatantly missing. And it was
so
is that when
can we say that?
When Cloud
can we say it?
Spoke to Aerith? You mean
not even
dialogue?
That. So in the original, when she's stabbed, there's like a kind of a funeral where Cloud basically drops her in the water and she sinks.
You did mention that to me, Dante.
But there's no body. After the fight, there's no body. Where's the body?
Right.
There's no grave. There's nothing. So what did they?
There's no way that they would have just left her body.
Yeah. Once again, it was like because they were all just sat then on the water's edge, and it's like, oh, is this because they did that scene, or has that purposely been not
The fact that they've removed it
do something
is crazy. That's what's confusing me, is that's an iconic scene because you see the grief and everything else in Polygon.
Yeah.
But it's a very tough moment to do because you just see her sinking into the darkness, and that's the character gone.
Even Smash Brothers like referenced it in one of the things because they got Cloud playable in that, but he was like holding Zelda over some water.
Oh my god!
I see what you did there.
Wow.
But there's some iconic scenes that they've just not done, and that's what's kind of making me go, the fuck.
Yeah.
Or they're going to have it at the beginning of the third game as a reminder.
There's got to be more reveals or
transition,
something going off.
Maybe.
Don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do next. It's exciting because there's beats that they haven't shown yet that we know are coming, and they're like some of the best moments in the game. But saying that,
Can't say anything more because spoilers.
Yeah, it's also crazy because half the things that happened before Temple of the Ancients haven't happened. I can't even say them because you'd be like, what do you mean by that? Because at that point, we would have seen some of Sid's backstory. Hasn't happened. We haven't seen other locations that were supposed to have been revealed at this point, and we haven't seen them. And it's like, the fuck?
I'm assuming they're going to be expanded. Like the first visit to
the fucking reactor in Gongaga wasn't that in depth.
Oh yeah, that was nothing. It's like, oh, there's Titans.
You don't even go inside.
No, it's because it's knacked. It's just like, oh, I'll just take this material out of it. Shinra have got interest, but they've lost interest. Okay, they're gone.
The Gi wasn't even a massive thing.
I liked what they did with the Gi.
It actually gave backstory to the Black Materia.
Yeah, it did.
In the original, it's just like, oh, the Cetra have got it. It's like,
and the fact that they came from another planet that you see that in the planetology, with the black hole, and obviously they escaped. That, and you even see it when he shows it. You see it in the distance.
I don't think I've discussed this one with Kate, but of course, obviously she knows about Meteor. But what if Meteor is their planet?
Haha.
Because they wished for it for so much, so they can die and pass on. They want to get to their kind of live stream. So what if like that? That would be an awesome backstory for like what?
Wow.
I mean, Meteor's quite small compared to a planet.
Well, it already got swallowed up by a black hole, smashed a bit.
It could be a remnant of the planet that got split, that got destroyed.
And in most versions, it looks half smashed anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it has like
a remnant of their planet.
A red vortex inside of it, so it could be a red live stream. Who knows? I think this is going to be one of those debates and conversations that we're going to come back to.
Oh, we're going to have to revisit this after.
Oh my god, yes.
And me playing the OG game as well. I think.
Oh god, It's the fact that I've been fucking really nice. I have been so on best behaviour with spoilers, people.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I have loved my experience with like remake and rebirth, and I am so excited for the third game, and like I have
It's going to be 10 years by the time we even get to talk to you about this.
There are two other series that I am this sort of passionate about. The Witcher is one of them, and Mass Effect is the other. And Final Fantasy VII is on par with that in terms of my love of it, in terms of the characters and the writing and the story and the world. I'm in love with this world and these characters, and I'm so looking forward to the third game. And I really do think they did such a good job with Rebirth. They really have done justice to it, with the OG, because you obviously told me, Dante, like all the things they expanded upon and everything, and yeah, I'm just excited.
It's mad. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they already had so many spin-off games. I'm curious if they're going to start making Rebirth timeline spin-off games.
Well, here's the
Maybe.
thing, because like
Yeah,
in
that's it.
Remake, when they went into the deep part of Shinra, with
Interlude.
Yuffie's Intergrade, you had hints of Dirge
I
Cerberus.
love that. I love that they incorporated that as well. That just having played Intergrade, that just made me appreciate Yuffie on a whole other level. And there are moments in this where Yuffie gets a little annoying.
No,
So,
I'm a
okay,
Yuffie
her
fanboy. I
obsession-
think Yuffie's cool.
Yeah, I like Yuffie, but her obsession with Mako at certain points,
Or Materia.
Materia, sorry, at certain points in the game is like, I get it that you want the materia, all the materia in the world, but there's some really emotional shit happening right now, Yuffie. Let's be a
Hey,
little bit
she is-
sensitive to that.
Oh no, hold on,
But she's a teenager.
Time
Yeah.
out a second. Okay, if you told me am I Team Aerith and Team Tifa, I'm a Team
Team
Yuffie
Yuffie? Really?
because she knows what she wants, and she wants Cloud's materia.
She wants everybody's materia.
particularly, you know.
Yuffie's the little sister.
Yeah, she's a little sister. Yeah, she's like,
She's
what,
like,
15?
you know, I think she's
15?
16.
16? Yeah.
But when she's older, I mean, she's determined, she's skilled.
Have you watched? But there's a video where it plays through all of the dates that
Yes,
you can have. You know, and it's so good.
I have
so
seen.
good.
I've seen Yuffie's and
We've
Clouds.
seen them
It's
all.
kind of cute.
Yeah, it's cute. Yeah, and she's like basically like prodding at him. She is Team Tifa and Cloud. She is Team Tifa and Cloud.
I think it's a massive fucking
Blatantly.
cop out that they made her a kiss scene with Tifa and not have anything with Aerith. Massive cop out there. Massive cop out.
Team Tifa. Aerith has got Zack.
Not really. He's
You know, Zack is
Oh,
her
yeah,
first love, and
like
he's
my
still
boyfriend
alive.
is in another timeline.
Yeah, but also like when she first meet, like she even says it on the date that like Cloud reminds her of Zack and everything. Obviously, she says, obviously, I've learned to
That's like
appreciate him for
saying
him, but
Shepard's girlfriend Liara is still alive in another timeline if she had died in the main timeline but was still alive in another one. Oh, Shepard's still got
Team
Liara,
Tifa.
it's still
I'm
fine.
Still Team Tifa. But I do think the game, especially in the last 2 chapters, it really does push Aerith and Cloud.
Yeah,
More.
totally.
Like it really does
think that's 'cause
push
the
it
game knows
more
she's
than
gonna
I
die.
was expecting it. Yeah, exactly.
Also, fucking Tifa's like a
so
lying bitch.
if no, oh my god, don't you even badmouth Tifa. Don't even go there. That's
Why?
it.
No. Why did she not call
What?
Cloud out on the bullshit in the grasslands? In the hotel in Calm? Why did she not call him out on the bullshit there and
Which
Which
then?
bullshit? Which bullshit?
There's so many points
Where Tifa could have said something.
Tifa, yeah, possibly could.
Yeah.
but
And could have
won't.
saved all the
Well,
bullshit at that
Well, she
point.
doesn't. She doesn't in the OG though, does she?
No, in the OG it's even worse because they,
Right.
they
She
barely-
uses
she'll-
Cloud
she'll-
quite a lot.
What?
Uses him?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Look, if you look
okay,
at the
give me
orig-
an example.
Oh, hi Cloud. Can you help me to, join my evil terrorist organization to blow up reactors? I really need your help. Oh, by the way, I appreciate the fact that you're having amnesia right now and look like you're probably sick as a dog, but you're a soldier, right? Come give me a hand. Let me blow up some... Yeah, sure, why not? 2,000 gil? 2,000 gil, that's fine. Let me just go and blow up some reactors for you. Oh, I'm really sorry, Cloud. We don't have enough money. Here's 500 gil. But I'm gonna sell these radiator,
Really?
air conditioning units. If you give me
Really?
a hand, I'll give you the rest of the money. Yeah, sure,
Really?
why not then?
Pretty
Every
sure
single
it wasn't
point.
only Tifa involved in that.
To be fair, Barrett's a dude, and he's also the fact that he's honest with Cloud. He
Barrett
hates him,
treats Cloud like shit at the
but he's
start.
honest about
He really
it.
does.
He's honest about it, and
Yeah,
he says,
but Cloud and Tifa grew up together.
"Oh yeah, I mean, she was a fucking bully
What?
in the original. Do you not remember the original? She didn't like Cloud.
No.
Yeah,
I don't know. I haven't
did
played
she?
the original. I
Like,
haven't played the
you know.
original, so I can't.
She,
I
Cloud was.
think. Yeah,
Cloud
I don't know. I think
Is your memory
you.
fuzzy?
Yeah. I think
Cloud-
you're
Cloud
remembering
was a
select
rapper
things here.
in Nibelheim.
Just to
Cloud was
justify
a fucking-
Team Aerith.
Cloud was a fucking leper in Nibelheim. And all the kids in her blamed, well, I don't know about her herself, but all her friends, in quotation marks, blamed Cloud for her injury. And did she say anything about
Yeah.
it? No! She could have defended him the entire time.
She lost her memory.
Oh yeah, Cloud is his memory, and he's fucking shut on. But with Tifa, so she lost her memory. It's all
I
fine.
think you have a little bit of selective memory and bias when it comes to Tifa, but that's fine.
That's also generally her personality.
I'm a troll, but there we go.
You are absolutely.
I still think that Tifa's a bitch compared to.
Leave my Tifa alone, bless her. She's been through a lot.
I like Tifa, but fuck off.
She's awesome. I do really like what they did with Aerith and Tifa's friendship. I liked the fact that, like, you know, in some games where they have the love triangle, right? And they just make it dramatic for dramatic's sake, and drawn out and annoying, and the girls, you know, become catty and fight over the boy. I'm glad that they did not do that.
Yeah, of course it wouldn't.
I really like the fact that, like, you know, Tifa and Aerith always kind of like supported each other, and I like that. I thought they handled that really well.
Yeah, so gets synced. And what's really I'm jumping media now, but I've read that Traces of Two Pasts book.
I need to read that book
for this, and it basically fills in more backstory for Tifa and Cloud, so when they're younger, so, like, you know, it's not.
You should read that book then.
Yeah,
Edge.
read that book, Edge.
You might actually like Tifa if you read that book, you know.
But also,
no, I'm fine with Tifa, but the fact of the matter is, you cannot tell me this entire time from the beginning of Remake all the way up until now, there are several times that she could have said something to Barrett and gone, or even said something to Cloud saying that's not what happened though. I called up the bullshit at some point. Well, and don't you dare fucking tell me, Dante, that it's because she really wants to understand how Cloud knows that shit. That's not what's going on right now.
Maybe she's worried it'll like break his brain.
That is kind of the main puzzle with her, because she's like, from her point of view, she knows Cloud wasn't present for that, and yet he somehow accurately
knows everything.
Putting it all except the odd blank.
Yeah, well, we know he was there, but obviously...
Yeah, and she was freaking traumatised from that event as well.
Oh my god,
so she's doubting herself through a lot of it.
Yeah.
And also...
come on, one's a fucking black-haired swordsman, the other's a blonde emo boy.
No, he had his helmet on, she couldn't see him!
No, as in Zack was there, wasn't he?
Yeah, but Zack was there, but all she saw was the other kind of, like, troopers.
So she remembers Zack.
She just remembers Zack, Sephiroth, and
I mean, she clearly remembers... I mean, the fact that she remembers...
didn't know Cloud was there, because he was hidden. He stayed hidden the entire time.
What I mean is that, like, clearly she knows that Zack was there, and she's told Aerith that Zack is there at this point in time. I just don't understand what Tifa's doing right now. Especially, like, she could make things so much easier for Cloud, especially when he even fucking admits to her, oh, I don't know what's going on in my head anymore. I don't know what memories are real. I don't know what memories are this or that. Yeah. And he's just like, you know, fucking help him. Fucking tell him what's going on. For fuck's sake, I'll tell him.
Maybe she doesn't fully understand what's going on because she doesn't. We have foresight. We know that obviously Zack and Cloud got put into the vat, and Cloud got mackerel poisoning and all of that. But she doesn't know what happened. As far as she knows, Cloud was not there, so she doesn't know what happened or the events. She knows obviously Zack and everything.
Also, where's the fucking doctors at this point in time? There's no medical physician has seen Cloud. Oh, can I take some blood?
They are traveling the world.
No. So even in Remake, where are the fucking doctors? This is like it's like an Edge rant now. It's Edge rant.
I hate Hojo.
Where's like the medical professionals that took some blood from Cloud? I'll check his medical history.
Oh yeah, that would have been awesome if that side quest doctor did actually take Cloud's blood.
But
he refused, didn't he? But no, there was no need for a doctor, because even though he was like Mako zombied reunion mode at the end of Crisis Core, he kind of imprinted, well, Genova pretty much copied memories from Zack at that point, as well as his own trauma and this and that.
Yep.
And he just kind of zombied off to Midgar, going for the whole, right, we said we were going to be mercenaries there, let's do that kind of thing. But the moment he met Tifa, then
you cannot tell me that, like, any sane person right now, like, knowing the shit that we know, if we're in that situation where everyone's being told that soldiers degrade and become like the black shrouded people, Cloud being what we perceive to be a former soldier, Like, you would not, you cannot tell me that you yourselves, if you were in their shoes, would not have knocked the fuck out of him when he was in the Temple of the Ancients and gone, okay, he's kind of going renegade right now. Perhaps we should maybe give him a timeout or something like this. You cannot tell me that that's not raising red flags, crimson red flags, and I'm colorblind.
Like I said, that was actually the bit that puzzled the heck out of me after he attacked Tifa. It's like, some weird stuff happened afterwards.
Yeah, why did she not talk about?
You once again flipped the switch.
I'm calling it. That's not Tifa.
And all that.
I'm generally calling it that's a clone Tifa. That she's a Genova, or she's a figment of the imagination. There's something.
That's totally Tifa.
Chaos theory about Tifa.
Everybody else is fine with it being Tifa and the party. Everyone else.
I'm calling some bullshit now, some chaos theory. That Tifa's. There's something about Tifa. The fact that he's questioned the scar, and every time they've shown it, there's been some kind of weird Genova bullshit.
They can't show it, can they? Because of ratings and whatever.
Oh,
the scar that she got was a proper scar.
She was stabbed, technically.
In the book, it was a proper.
It was a slash top shoulder down to under the lower rib, pretty much.
Okay.
But
it was a
in
proper
game,
scar.
and it goes into full detail in the book, for example. But when it comes to the game, when she was like, "I'm going to show you the scar," like in Calm, I was like, "Whoa, can they show that?" And she just lifted a bit of material up, like the lower part.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't see anything there myself, but I'm assuming you saw it then. Okay, fine. And then what further threw me was when she does get into bikini mode in Coast of the Soul.
Yeah.
I'm there like going, where's the scar at, yo?
For educational purposes,
maybe it was like special medical procedures or whatever, right? Because Shinra got involved, right?
Because clearly she had plastic surgery.
She was actually getting tissue grafts done. So it's not so super obvious. But
so there will be a scar, but it might be
like
not as
minor.
shocking, as.
But on top of that, it was
it's gonna be like Tifa's sister. It's gonna be like this, like want to find out what happened to actual Tifa at this point.
Because
I'm calling it like Kingdom Hearts bullshit.
Like, I need you to prove that you're the real Tifa by flashing me. Go. That's ridiculous.
I need your I need your medical record, your dental records.
Jesus.
I need your national security number.
It's ridiculous.
They do exist in Cole and Midgar. They'll have to go to those doctors.
I see your name is Mifa. Okay, who are you? Mifa. Who the fuck are you? I'm Tifa. No, clearly there's a different letter there.
The dark twin.
I'm doing this now, people, in the comments below. If you believe that if you have an issue with Tifa and how she's been acting with Cloud at the entire point,
let's do a poll. Let's do a poll in your chat. Team Tifa, let's count it. Team Aerith, let's count it.
And Team Yuffie as well, just in case.
Team Yuffie, okay, just to be fair, yes.
We'll do all three.
Yeah. But, I'm sure there'll be some Team Barretts out there too, I'm sure.
Probably. I mean,
Red, best boy.
But if people
I loved Red's day. It was so fucking cute. I loved it.
If people agree with me on the bullshit that is Tifa right now, like any chaos theories, tell me in the bottom right now.
He's just trolling.
I'm not trolling. I am slightly,
Audience, don't take anything serious that Edge says. He's just trolling.
I do think there should have been a serious talk after he tried.
Oh, I agree.
Oh my god, yes.
Because
100%.
it's like, why we know something's up in your head, but
what the hell? Yeah, I thought she let it go way. She let it go way too easily. Like I was annoyed that she did that.
Yeah. Because she had a whole sequence in the live stream. It was very weird.
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah.
But she. Early
chaos theory.
She remembered in the live stream, didn't she, that he basically saved her and he
chaos
got
theory right now.
Stuff. Yeah.
She was the one in the vat in Nibelheim, not Cloud. And like when she's having these weird memories, she was waking up with amnesia in fucking Cosmo Canyon with Corel region with the professor, with the doctor, just going like, "Oh my god, you okay? You've got some severe wounds," because she fucking escaped Nibelheim. There you go. So her memory, that's why she's getting the weird Genova eclipses now as well, because she's got fucking Genova cells. There we go.
Genova eclipses.
Yeah, on that ending scene when the blood kept disappearing and reappearing on Aerith, and it looked like it was through Tifa's eyes, I was like, wait, she hasn't... Did her dip?
Unless Cloud's got a virus and he's just promoting it to other people.
Genova's like, I'm just spreading the
No, it's airborne.
Infected with what?
I would
she
make a
might be
really
soldier now.
inappropriate comment right now, but I'm not going to do that.
What, with Mako, you mean? With
Chief
Mako?
soldier. Chief soldier now.
She'd have to have that green tint to her eyes, wouldn't she? You'd have
Oh,
to look
yeah.
at her iris.
She's wearing
and
contacts.
She didn't have that.
She's wearing
Yeah.
contacts.
Yeah, because she was inside the weapon at the time, it totally cleansed her, so she
It
wouldn't get Mako
protected
poison.
her. Yeah, it protected
Yeah.
her.
She went for a swim in that stuff.
Although Sephiroth really did try to kill her. So.
Yeah.
I mean,
Edge,
yeah.
it's completely semi-off topic, but on as well. What did you think about the changes they did to Dyne's story?
Barrett's
with Barrett?
story.
How Dyne's fighting situation ended,
I mean, they kind of went the same beats.
if you remember. The how he went out.
It was much
basically.
darker in the OG, from what Dante told me. Much darker.
I mean, he was still, I think, shot to pieces by Shinra soldiers, wasn't he? In the original,
No.
he fell off a cliff, didn't he? In the original.
Yeah, he didn't fell. He launched himself because he
Yeah.
realised how much of a monster he became.
Committed
so
suicide,
He
basically.
did the. Are we allowed to say that?
Yeah, we can say because obviously, but yeah, no, I mean he's darker because he wants Cloud to suffer because he's a dick. Now,
Yeah, it was darker in that way. In the original, he wanted to kill Marlene after finding out she was alive to meet her mother, and it's like, okay, so they've dropped that bit, but now they've made it so his last words to Barrett are, "You take that burden, you suck," kind of thing. It's like, what?
Rather than saying you protect Marlene.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
like, don't. In the original, he was like, don't let her cry, don't ever make her cry, kind of thing.
Yeah,
I leave her
yeah.
to you, and then jumps off a cliff.
Yeah.
But it's like it's
he's
so
a
different.
broken man because he's at this point in time. Barrett. I mean, even Barrett afterwards says we need to let go of the guilt because Barrett deep down knows it's not his fault.
Yeah,
But he feels partly responsible because he believed all the bullshit of that. Irrespective of whether or not Barrett agreed with it or not, I still think at some point they would have had the reactor put in.
yeah.
I
He's
liked
just-
what they did with Barrett's backstory, and I also like the fact that we got to see his wife and see
that was nice
the
and new.
because that So I
But-
really
Yeah, I think the thing is, like, Barrett's, it's in some ways is a coping mechanism. He's taken the guilt on himself because he needs to feel that. And it's kind of a cop-out because he doesn't want to deal with that trauma because he knows that he can't. But I like the fact that they're trying to deal with that with him. But it's not his fault. He didn't make the fucking reactor. It basically, he, like all the others, agreed that
voted on it. Yeah,
they've all voted
Yeah.
on it. So
He-
he's
Encouraged people to vote on it,
he's
yeah.
the only
It was possibly
survivor. So survivor's guilt.
Voice, but yeah.
yeah.
And,
I don't
yeah,
care.
It was
And
just
Scarlett's
it was-
still the worst, isn't she?
Oh my god, yes.
Scarlet, my god,
Awful.
she's getting
They've really
she's
made
racking up-
her.
And with the new addition of killing off Yuffie's mate now,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, oh, she's even
Yeah.
everyone's out for her.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my god. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a fun scene
It's
that I
so
think
done, yeah.
there's going to be a scene
I
with
already
Scarlet.
know what you're thinking of,
Are you
we won't
thinking what
say
I'm
it.
thinking in Junon?
but
you
it's
mean?
going to be hilarious. Yes, it's going to be awesome.
Kate's going to fucking love it. Kate, that's going to be her highlight of 2020, whatever it is when it comes out. I guarantee you now, this
Best
podcast,
minigame.
this is a prediction.
Oh no.
We're gonna get this link. We're gonna get this clip and put it in a review and go. Me and Dante know the exact moment, and then it's gonna happen, and we're gonna go. You're gonna go. That's my favorite fucking bit. I'm like, we called it, fucking called it, and you're like, no, you didn't. This is the proof here right now.
We'll see if I remember this in 2 or 3 years.
You won't.
Time
That's why I'm
when
mentioning it
the
on this
game
video.
comes out.
Yeah.
Watch this podcast again around that
On a
time.
fucking segue, because it makes it easy to remember. So yeah, I think we can be spending hours on this definitely,
Oh, yeah,
and I
easily.
think
I can't. Even on the original game back in the high school days or whatever, I could talk for hours and hours about.
Oh my god, yeah.
This one, I've got even more content now to play with.
Oh my
But,
god,
yeah.
yes. I hope that you've all enjoyed our initial reaction on this. If you want to see more of a discussion on this going forwards, let us comment in the below. I mean, obviously check out N7Kate's channel because I know they're doing a review shortly on this game. So please recommend watching that. Strife, I'm assuming, will be back with me on another podcast episode soon because we're going to be showing off some Helldivers 2 and talking about that because he got me into that. God damn it. And I'm enjoying it. And obviously the next games that I'm going to hopefully show off in the next couple of months will be Trails of Reverie a little bit, because obviously I want to kind of show you what I'm up to before Ludrian Chronicles comes out in the end of April. And then obviously the Trails of Daybreak Dawn Trail comes out in June, July, so I'll be playing that. We've picked Pictomancer probably, which is hilarious. It's painting, but something by painting. It's going to be a crazy year for me for gaming, and obviously we know that this year is going to be a quietish year for gaming. So by all means, again, if you like what you're seeing on the channel, please let me know. I'd really love to hit 35 subscribers at some point. I know it's only one extra. Thank you for Sonic Plays for joining, because he was the last subscriber who joined recently. We're 34 now. I mean, last year I said I want to hit 18, and we got 20, and now we're at 34. So that's pretty cool. If there's anything you want me to see doing in particular, let me know. But thank you as always for joining us as well, and Entomicate and Dante for coming on this episode. Anything you guys want to say?
No, thank you. I enjoyed this. It's fun actually, just to do like a podcast discussion after completing a game, that we've all played, because it just gives your genuine thoughts out about it, especially when you start debating things and discussing things. So this is fun. It's very good. Final Fantasy, it's one of the best games I've played this year so far, and I definitely recommend it. She's amazing. I'm not going back in to play it again anytime soon. I am probably going to play it back through again before the third game comes out, but I probably just will. Yeah, I probably will just beeline the main story though, like we did with because we played Crisis Core and Remake back to back. It really felt like so much more prepared for Rebirth and ready, you know what I mean, and everything was fresh in mind, so it felt like that natural continuation. But I'm not playing Remake and then Rebirth again back to back, no way. Before the third game, but yeah, I definitely will play it through again.
I might do it with the story beats. Mm-hmm. Just dodge the side quests and just do the main story.
Repatching that last side quest. We can finish that off.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm curious to see how it feels when you just focus on the main story, if the pacing does feel better, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
I
am curious
post-game,
to see
because you're mostly leveled up as well, it won't be as much as a concern, I guess.
Yeah.
Get that Gilgamesh storyline finished.
Oh man,
yeah,
we have
to grind
one.
to level 70 though.
How did you do it? How did you do it? Did you cheese it? You must have cheesed it.
How do you mean? How can you fucking cheese it?
I don't know.
What did you?
Level 70. What level were you when you did it?
60? No, 51. Sorry, I'm feeling 51.
Because I think we were like level 48 at the end.
Yeah.
And we had done pretty much all the side stuff and everything. So.
I mean, what were you doing? What were you doing in terms of materia and stuff? I mean, I used Yuffie, I used Aerith, and I used Cloud in my party.
Oh, Yuffie was definitely in there.
Yeah, Yuffie.
The dark side materia is amazing.
Yeah, I only used that like once, but it was quite interesting.
With decoy as well, it's just amazing.
I think you maybe should use that then.
And I also realised enemy skill.
There you go, Edge. Make a guide video on it.
That's a good idea.
I mean, you haven't captured the footage though, probably.
No, I mean, I hated Odin. Odin was a
Gilgamesh. Odin is, isn't he? Like,
he
just because you've got to keep punishing him before
you're gonna
you
fight him again, right?
Zangetsu thing. Yeah, 2 of them, right? You got to fight
him and Alexander together.
2 summons together, which is ridiculous.
I was very lucky he didn't Zantetsuken in that fight. I don't know if they allow him to do so, but it was fucking bullshit. Absolutely fucking bullshit.
That's why we didn't get through. Even at full health, we were basically getting one-shotted by their animation attacks.
Yeah.
So there was no way to defend against it. There was no way to do it. So
there's a couple of things I used. I used the revival amulets. I used barrier, protect, shell. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, the barriers and regen was on and all that, but it's still one-shotted us. But yeah, I could have choose it with some revival earrings or something like that.
Yeah, and then there's also things like the weapon skills allow you to revive at 1 HP as well, from one attack kind of thing. So there's a couple of things you can do. My pro tip for you, for any kind of people playing, is if you're doing the Kujata versus Phoenix fight, kill Phoenix first. Do not kill Kujata first, because when Phoenix is a super attack,
Phoenix will just revive.
the boss back to full health, yes.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
we assumed that just by
Yeah.
looking
I
at
did
it.
not
When
do that, and I had to kill Kujata twice in the same fight.
Oh
You
shit.
always take out the mage first. The healer
Yep,
must always go
yep.
down.
Those are your RP
absolute
rules.
fucking
RPG
dick.
rules. Yes.
But yes, if you liked our banter, and obviously I know that I have said things in trollish fashion that people are going to go, "You're a liar. You don't know Tifa like we do." You know,
Oh
we
yeah,
can
there is
fix
some
her.
Tifa love out there, man. There is some
Yeah,
Tifa love out there.
yeah,
Seriously,
yeah.
passionate people.
Yeah, I mean, if you disagree, subscribe. And to
And
tell
if
me
you
why.
agreed, subscribe.
Yeah, if you agreed, subscribe.
Yeah. You know, and then just tell me in detail when you subscribe why it's wrong. You know, that's fine too. You can clearly tell that I'm not doing it on purpose to annoy people. Anywho's,
Ask questions in the comments. Keep it spoiler free, but write
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
we shall have a read.
these two parts will probably come out in very close proximity. So the weekend, you'll probably see this first part out, and then the second part will be a day or two later, just so that people can have a bit of time to listen to the first part. But yeah, have a fantastic evening all. Enjoy your rest of your Easter holidays if you're having any Easter fun. And I'm not stealing Kate's slogan. I would like to do so because I'm still working on my own. But peace out, obviously, and kick butt.
Johnny!
We should go.
Yeah.
Should